Florida, and welcome to the InstaSim channel. Today I'm playing Professor Layton and the Pandora's box. In the last episode we found some more paper scraps. We did a puzzle for this guy, which turned out to be that the one was in the middle. And in today's episode we're going to try and look for the last two scraps, wherever they might be. So, let's go this way and see if we can... So this guy's a puzzle. Business has been slower than a snail riding a tortoise, as the saying goes. With no customers, I don't really have much to do, unfortunately. Do you have any other duties here besides watching the door? Some small tasks, for instance, the boss requested that I make some extra copies of the menu. To be honest, it's real bother. Would you mind helping me out? 69! Copying the menu. The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print on both sides, meaning total there are 6 pages to it. The boss needs lots of copies, but unfortunately your copy machine can only copy a maximum of 2 menu pages at once. To save time, you're trying to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. What is the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make a full duplicate of the menu? The menu you see here has been folded into thirds with print on both sides, meaning total there are 6 pages to it. The boss needs lots of copies, but unfortunately your copy machine can only copy a maximum of 2 menu pages at once. To save time, you're trying to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. What's the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make a full copy of the menu? Does it do double-sided printing? But looking at the way it's been folded, I'm gonna say 2. Oop, wrong box.
Here goes.
Nope.
Well, I'm stumped.
Give the puzzle another try. That's very helpful. I'm gonna... So let's assume you do 2, you fold it like that. Let's see. You might need 3. I'm gonna try 3 and see if that does anything.
Let's see if this works.
It's not even a bloody trick question.
20 strikes again.
I hate this. They do trick questions sometimes and then they don't do trick questions. It's a bit like, why? Good job. If you fold and copy the menu as shown above, you can make a complete duplicate of the menu in just 3 passes through the machine. It's not even a trick question, it's just 6 divided by 2. Anyway. Oh, that's all there is to it. I was sure there'd be some fancy technique involved. There are probably nicer ways to do it. Are you sure your boss is okay with you doing it like that? Ah, no one's gonna notice. Everyone's usually busy picking what they want to eat. If you say so, mister. Right, we haven't found a scrap of paper here, so... Oh, and we got another puzzle. Tell me, have you ever worked up the nerve to wander out past the edge of town? The tales I've heard about what people see out there would make your blood run cold. I recently went out there myself to take a few pictures with my best camera. What came out was, well, here to see for yourself. Hey, 96. Ghostly puzzle. Yikes, there's a ghost in the forest, or so you thought, until you realised that the spectre hovering in front of you was just a figure cut out of wood hanging from a branch. Looking around the area, you notice 4 pieces of wood scattered in the grass. From which one of these wooden planks was the ghost cut out? You have 4 choices A, B, C or D, but where the correct board may have flipped over in the grass. Okay. So based on the tail, it can't be A. It can't be B. So it can be C or D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 fingers. So it's got to be C.
This should do the trick.
No, it isn't.
Well, I suppose that's one possibility.
All the boards
eliminated.
might look the same at first, but if you look carefully, you'll start to see the differences. Don't forget to consider the outline each board makes then when flipped over too. Ah, flipped over. Right. So some of them have been flipped.
And now
Then it
to
must have been
test
B
my
then.
theory.
There we
And
go.
there we have it.
Good eye, the ghost was cut out from board B. The board must have flipped over as it fell to the ground. All the other boards have slight differences that set them apart from the correct one. Ah, the arms are down on the C one. That makes sense now. Cool. Hey, I thought you were going to show us a photo of a real ghost. Ah, sorry to get your hopes up, friend. I do so love pulling that one on customers. All joking aside, no one dares enter the forest now. The whole place is overgrown and perilous. Okay, we've got a hamster toy, but nothing of importance or very much helpful at all. Okay. What happens if we go up here? Right, that takes us back there. So... let's go back to the hotel, we might find something there. Where's Flora? Ah, you startled me. Where did you get off to, Flora? Me? Come now, Luke, a gentleman never forces a lady to say more than she wants to. Oops, of course, where are my manners? Sorry, Flora. Oh, don't give it a second thought. Say, how did your investigation go? Did you find anything more about the Elysian box? A bit, but nothing concrete. What we need is more time to comb the area for clues. We could be quite a while, so if you feel tired, go ahead and turn in, dear. I will. I sure hope you two find a good solid lead soon. Yep. Hopefully. Oh. Right, there's no photographs in here. So let's see if there's anything back here. Oh. You're in full sense now, kids, so go on and dream big, because anything's possible here. Let me welcome you newcomers with a little riddle. It celebrates a plaza like the one you and I are standing in right now. Okay, Plaza Puzzle. So, there's a big old statue in the middle of this plaza. When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks sort of donut-like in shape. What you have to do is divide this donut-like plaza into two identical shaped parts using only one line. Before you get any big ideas, the dotted lines shown below won't cut it because they're actually two lines. Draw your answer on the touchscreen. Something like that, maybe?
This should do the trick.
Nope.
Well.
One line, there's a hint somewhere in there. Ah, hold on. Something like that then.
This should do the trick.
Nope.
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
In the example illustration, the plaza has been divided by 2 lines, which makes the answer invalid. The fact that you need to use a single line to solve the puzzle is key. Since you can only use one line, you know you won't be solving this one by drawing lines through the middle of the plaza. Ah. Even if you avoid drawing your line through the middle of the plaza, no single straight line will divide the plaza into 2 pieces that are of the same shape. By the way, did you notice that the goal here isn't to make 2 pieces that are the same size? Wait a minute, is it just... that?
Consider this puzzle solved.
No.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Okay. Let's have a look at the third hint. If you're still having trouble, you should know that the single line you need to draw is a circle. The only remaining question is where to draw it so that the 2 pieces of the plaza have the same shape and are directly proportional to one another. The only way I can think about it is that it's drawn on that circle.
This should do the trick.
Nope.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
Oh, wait, hang on. Do you just submit it without doing anything?
Consider this puzzle solved.
No. Because there was already a line there.
I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Yeah, that is true. When you take away the area occupied by the statue, the plaza looks sort of donut-like in shape. What you have to do is divide the donut-like plaza into 2 identical shaped parts, using only one line. Oh, and before you get any big ideas, the dotted lines shown below won't cut it because they're actually 2 lines. Well, it's probably in the middle then, like that. Something like that, anyway.
This should do the trick.
There we go.
And there we have it.
Nice, if you draw a circle around the plaza about 1/3 of the way out from the middle, your line will divide the donut shape into 2 identical shaped figures that are directly proportional in geometrical terms. Shapes like these are known as similar figures. Okay. Lots of folks come to Falsen's dreaming of wealth and glory, but you two seem different. Take it from someone who's seen it all. Stay away from the forest to the northwest of town. Okay then. Seems to be everyone hates that. Professor, the train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. Then it seems you have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. I suppose so. Okay, let's keep looking. Yeah, that sounded a bit ominous. Okay, anyway, we don't have any scraps here. And there's no scraps here. And this place doesn't have any either. Oh, he's got another puzzle. As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got a vintage puzzle that I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen. We'd be honoured to hear it. Wonderful, this puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display just over there. Okay. This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Now put on this blindfold, reach in and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you'll receive a number of gold coins equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of getting the most money possible? Pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you'll receive a number of gold coins equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of getting the most money possible? 100.
This should do the trick.
Easy peasy.
Wonderful.
Well done, if you remove 100 stones from the vase, only one will remain inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you've successfully removed 50 stones of each colour. Of course, removing just 2 stones will give you the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones. But the amount of money you receive for successfully removing 100 stones from stones dwarves the reward you'd receive for 2 stones. Yes. Definitely solved. A brain like yours is a real collector's item. Cool. Now, do you have a scrap of photograph? No. Well, you're useless. Do you have another piece of the photograph? Nope. Do you have a piece of photograph? There, I'm still waiting for that classic cup of tea you promised. Oh, okay, well I might actually have stuff for you now. Classic tea taste. Earthy, bitter, and mild. Nope. Earthy, bitter, spicy. Okay. Refreshing, earthy, and bitter. Hey! Root remedy. Let's try that one. This team warms the body, improves circulation, and is ideal if you feel a cold coming on. And the tea we prepared isn't quite what was after. Yes, I am quite sure. I don't care. It's fine. Do you have a piece of thing? No one in town ever wants to play with me. It's really boring. Okay. Right, we've got 2 left to find. I might have a thing for you now. Try that one. Hey, we gave you a nice cup of tea that you wanted. Tea! Thanks a million, you two. Now I'm toasty to the tips of my toes. Glad to see it helped. Oh dear. I suppose the tea wasn't as effective as I had originally thought. Oh no, the chills are all gone, but now I've got a cramp from all that shivering. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, something's moving behind your shoulder over there. I don't see anything back there. Oops, it was probably just a trick of the light. Teehee. That seems to happen a lot to people in False Sense. Anywho, never you mind all that, and thanks so much for helping me out. That's fine. Right, let's find something else. I just want a scrap of photograph. Maybe there's one in here. You see that castle way off yonder? That's the vampire's lair. Okay. Yeah, we know. Right, where is the last photograph's scraps? Do you have one? Nope. Oh, Posty might have one. Hello again, fellows. Your friendly neighbourhood postman, Purcell, is at your service. Hello, Mr. Purcell. May I ask you why do you come all the way out here? Believe me, son, I'd love to tell you, but that's a secret between the people of Falses and Dropstone. It's not really my place to gossip about their affairs. Okay then. And there is no way of going any other way from here. There's no photographs there either, so... Anything here? I only have the 2 photograph scraps left. Taking in the sights, are you? Have you heard of the Herzen Museum? It's got all sorts of antiques of all Sense's most important family. Recommend you visit, but the curator Grinko is almost never there. If you find the place open, consider yourself lucky. Yes, we noticed we were hoping to visit, but the museum was closed when we passed by. Word is the museum's owner ordered Grinko to lock it up and run around town looking for something. The owner, you say? Do you happen to know who this person is? Of course, everyone does. It's the same fellow who owns a Mollentry Express, if you can believe it. Maybe building museums is some weird hobby for the rich, but it seems like a waste to me. I would see Mr. Beluga owns not only the Mollentry Express, but the Herzen Museum as well. How odd! What use would Mr. Beluga have for a little museum like that? Who can say? For now, what's clear is that Mr. Beluga may have ties to the Herzens he's kept quiet about. Done, Chinwagon, you two? Good, then look here at this litter I picked up off the ground. Oh, that's a scrap of the photo. You were looking for this thing? Then by all means take it, here, it's yours. Perfect, now we've got 1 left. Let's see if he's got a photo scrap. This restaurant has a long tradition of serving the false elite. That's why it's my duty as the doorman to turn away anyone who doesn't follow the dress code. Right. Oh, you want a cup of tea? 3 rolls of film. Run out of coffee? No, he's a coffee drinker. We can't serve him tea. I don't know, I'd be most up for it if you made a cup. I'm not picky. Make the tea that's a little bit bitter and a little bit sweet, and I'll be a happy man. Leave it to me. Sweet and bitter. If it happens to be a bit sour too, all the better. Sweet, bitter, and sour. Sweet. Bitter and sour. Hooray! Bitter fruit. Then it's that one. Hooray! My goodness, tea this good almost makes me consider trading in my coffee mug for a teacup. A good choice! You are only allowed to drink tea on the InstaSim channel. There is no coffee drinking to be done here. If we can convert coffee drinkers into tea drinkers, then we've done ourselves a good job. And that sponsorship deal is just around the corner. You're too kind, sir. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it. In truth, the reason I've been down is because every photo I've taken recently has come out strangely. Things that shouldn't be there show up, and I never had problems like this back in the day. Do you have a photo scrap? No, you don't. Right. Right, we can't find the other scrap of photo, so let's see if any of these have anything. Indeed we are. We're looking for scraps of a torn photograph. Have you seen anything of the sort? Ooh, so rubbish then. Yeah, anyway, I'm pretty sure I saw one over by the gate to the forest. But anyway, I just have to tell you how amazed I am at the number of out-of-towners I've met today. I just met a girl who wanted directions to hers and castle, and now I bump into you two. A girl, you say? She looked like a classy lass, probably in her late teens. She's not with you two, then? You must be talking about Katia, Professor. She would certainly be fit the description. Do you think she's after Duke Herzen's fortune? I didn't get that impression from our brief meeting, but something is odd, that's for certain. But enough talk, we've got a lead on the location of the final photoscrap. Excellent, let's go and get it. We must make our way to the forest gate before the wind blows our clue away. Okay, the last photoscrap is there. So thankfully we actually met him. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight there. No time to chit chat, we have to go. Meanwhile, elsewhere. So, would you say you come to town fairly often? Oh yes, I mean, think about it. He takes the voluntary express for free whenever he wants. I suppose that's one of the perks of owning your own railway, huh? Oh, and whenever I see him around, he's always with some hippie in a conductor's outfit. 9 times out of 10 I've seen him, he's having a go at the conductor about one thing or another. He seems to be searching for something, though, I don't know what. But whatever it is, it must be pretty special for a rich guy like him, can't buy it. I still don't see the fuss over this Elysian box. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a box. Inspector, pardon me, sir, but I've just received word from headquarters. His alibi checks out. Is that so, then? That's that, isn't it? Ha! Pardon, we've got our man. Gather all the suspects at the hotel. We'll put this case to bed. Huh? But, sir, if we know who the murderer is, shouldn't we make the arrest and be done with it? What? Pardon, sometimes I think you might be the thickest bobby I've ever met. There's no greater thrill in the life of a detective than accusing the guilty party in front of a crowd. This is the moment this whole case has been building towards. Now gather everyone up on the double. Yes, sir. Okay then. Well, we're gonna go get the final piece of photograph anyway. And there it is. Talk about a spooky place. Do you think that the patch beyond that gate leads to the castle, Professor? From what I can tell, yes. Gosh, anyone who would live out in the middle of a spooky forest like that must be a little batty. No wonder people think whoever's out there is a vampire. Nah, show a little courage, my boy. What's this here? Something stuck on this fence. It's the last piece of the photograph. Hooray! Now that we've recovered them all, let's see if we can piece this photograph back together. Okay, the torn photo. Professor Layton and Luke have finally hunted down all 16 pieces of the peculiar photo. Reassemble the pieces to reveal the content of the image. Rotate a piece by touching a side on the spinning it around. Be careful not to reassemble the picture upside down. Right, that looks like that. Right then. I'm going to do this puzzle in the next episode because we are very, very long into this episode now and this video is getting really long. So, in the next episode we're going to do the puzzle and we are going to figure out exactly what we're going to do, what the photo resembles. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Professor Layton and the Pandora's Box. I really guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It'll help me a lot and you get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook page from me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, goodbye.